Alright guys, welcome to another beer review and something a little bit different today, and this is the first of a few beers that a good friend here on YouTube, Tony Howard, aka Big H Brewing, sent to me, and I have reviewed a few of his homebrews in the past, and yeah, so I thought I'd finally get round to tucking into one, and I thought I'd start with the one that sounds the most intriguing to me, although I am still very much looking forward to tucking into the Doppelbock that he made. So that is still in there, ready to be drunk, as well as a couple of other beers that he sent over. So massive thank you to Tony for his generosity, and probably by the time you're seeing this, we might have actually done a bit of an Oktoberfest themed live show. Myself, Tony, and Dean from Dean's Beer Reviews. And Tony actually sent some beers to Dean as well. A couple the same as he sent to me. So there might also be a little bit of live action, Doppelbock action, that is, with myself and Dean. So yeah, hopefully that does come into fruition, because I'm very much excited for that. But yeah, so Big H Brewery, today we're having a look at the It's a Beer from the Fridge, which is described as an elderflower ale at 4.4% ABV with Hull melon hop and pale malt and US04. So there we go. So I think, if I remember correctly, because unfortunately I had to throw the notes away because I spilt... Well, I knocked over a glass of beer, smashed all of my beer, and then the paperwork all disintegrated. So, well, it had been a few months since the last time I smashed a glass, so it was about time. So, yeah, I'm not too sure specifically what sort of style this would be, although I do know that it's more of an interpretation of a historical recipe, that sort of thing. But, yeah, elderflower, I've had it in a couple of beers, and I've also had the sort of like elderflower infused fizzy water or sparkling water. And I found that it's got like a really nice sort of sweet, gentle, sour taste to it. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how vibrant the elderflower is in this beer. But yeah, cool little label on the bottle, and that is a really nice metallic sort of chocolatey clear wrapper colour crown. So let's open this very carefully, just in case it is active. I can't imagine it would be, because it has been settled for a few weeks now. There we go. But you can't be too sure with both homebrew and commercial beer nowadays. But yeah, well, thankfully no eruption, but nice subtle amounts of smoke there. So using my BMoff snifter glass for this one. So, beer in the glass then, and that is pouring, not like I expected it to, because I didn't know what to expect, to be honest. But yeah, I can't see if the lighting is not too good, so I don't know how much sedimentation's left in the bottle. But yeah, beautiful looking beer. It's got sort of like a cranberry juice infused with a weak cola. That's a descriptor for you, Tony. But yeah, very subtle amounts of haze. But yeah, it's got that sort of like coppery, burnt amber look to it, maybe some subtle reddish hues. And yeah, so the beer poured with about, well, the head dissipated quite quickly, but it's a slightly off-white head. So yeah, looking really nice so far, and as he said. So let's see what we get on the nose. You definitely smell the elderflower. Yeah, elderflower for days on this. And it is such a lovely aroma, elderflower. And yeah, it is smelling like a elderflower, a sparkling water. That's what it's reminding me of. Of course, you get a very subtle, biscuity, crisp malt character coming through. But yeah, there's this sort of like sweet and then subtle tanginess to it. It's even got a bit of a rhubarb aroma to it also. That's like sweet, earthy yet tangy aspect. Yeah, it's smelling really, really nice. That's such a lovely, inviting aroma. But yeah, it does sort of smell of that sort of elderflower cordial. But yeah, very distinctly elderflower. You can clearly tell what it is. But yeah, smelling really good. So let's see what it tastes like. Cheers, guys, and a massive thank you, Tony. Cheers. It's all about that elderflower, and it is a potent elderflower flavour. So if you don't like elderflower, you're not going to like this beer. But yeah, just as I was expecting. It's a little bit sweet, there's a little bit of an earthiness, and then there's a very subtle tanginess. It starts off sweet, but then you get this really nice... The flavour changes just before you swallow. That's what she said. It almost goes citrusy right in the middle, and then the tangy bitterness comes out on the back end. But yeah, a very strong elderflower flavour, that's for damn sure. So I don't know if I could session a beer like this. I'm not too sure you would really intend on session a beer like this in the first place. But yeah, lovely gentle crispy malt character coming through. The Hull Melon added a bit of fruitiness to the beer as well, and contributing to that hoppy bitterness on the back end. Do you know what it's reminded me of as well? That's so obnoxious to click and do that, I'm sorry. And there's people shouting outside because it's a Friday night, and people in the UK obviously don't know how to fucking drink quietly, but I can't stop drinking this. It's a really, really nice beer. So I'm just going to pour it all in. YOLO. Nobody says YOLO. Nobody should have said YOLO in the first place. I hate leet speak. I hate... Even though I am a bit of a meme lord, they do get a bit stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's all this NPC meme stuff where people are getting offended. It's like, just grow a set of purr. Grow a set of purr. Grow a purr or grow a set. There we go. But yeah, when you pour the rest in, obviously it gets a bit more denser. But yeah, as I was going to say, clicked again. That's so obnoxious. It reminds me of the boiled rhubarb and custard sweets as well, which I've taken a liking to. So it is quite candy-like and sherbety. And you don't realise just how strong the flavour of elderflower can be. And this beer really showcases it. It's almost giving you like the impression of a mead. Which, by the way, Tony does an absolutely wonderful mead. No, I've had somebody else made me, someone in work made me a mead, which was really good. Tony's made me a turbo Jack Daniel's cider, which was really nice. I'm not a fan of cider. I've got a mead he sent me last year, which is sort of like a chocolate mead, which I'm saving for this Christmas because I'm going to get absolutely tanked. And yeah, Tony's a great brewer, essentially. That's what I'm trying to say. And yeah, it's really nice to get an introduction to the world of home brewing, because there's some really interesting things just happening on the YouTube scene of home brewing, of the channels who I follow. Can't talk. This is a lovely beer. It really, really is. But if you don't like sweet things, it might be a bit too much. But yeah, cannot find a fault in that at all. The sweetness is just a little bit too much. But then again, it comes with the territory, I would imagine, with using something like elderflower. But aside from that, I've not even got really any nitpicks against it. And out of like the 3 elderflower beers that I have had, I've actually got an elderflower sour, one of the Spontan series from Macalla. That would have been a good little comparison, even though that's a sour. This is sort of like I could be dead wrong, which I am 9 times out of 10, but this could be a sort of like an old sort of like golden ale or blonde ale, maybe. But yeah, bottom line, that's lovely stuff. And I don't know if I've ever rated homebrews before, but I'm going to do it today because that's a lovely little beer, and I would happily give that 8 out of 10. It's really, really nice. If you like elderflower, you're going to love this. And Tony, you've done an absolutely cracking job with this one. It's almost like drinking as if it's not a beer. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. An interesting insight into old brewing techniques, which is always good, and including ingredients like elderflower. So yeah, if any of the homebrewing guys or girls have are watching this and they've tried this from Tony, I'd love to hear your thoughts, opinions on it. Everyone else, and of course the homebrew people as well, what's some of your favourite elderflower beers, if you can think of any recommendations, because I do really like the flavour of elderflower. And yeah, so check out Tony's channel. I think I've got a playlist of reviews relating to Tony and the beers that he sent me, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the other beers that he sent me this time round. So Tony, I will return the favour. So we'll have to get that sorted out, and yeah, I'm sure I will be reviewing the other beers he sent me in the not too distant future. Anyway, I've waffled on for way too long, as I usually do. Thank you so much again, Tony, for sending this out to me. Lovely stuff. And guys, if you haven't done so already, his link is going to be in the description. And yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers.